How are you? Boom, everybody. How you doing? So, as you see, Caballito here, Caballo. For those who don't know who Caballo is, he's Michael Rosario, and he is my son. Actually, he is the younger of my kids. I have an older one that is my daughter Adriana.
Yeah.
So when I talk about Beba or Caballo, I'm talking about Michael or Adriana. And Michael happens to be in Spain. He was in Spain already he's been for a few months now, for some time now. And Michael actually plays soccer or football. And also over here he's playing that, and he also doing some higher education. Well, he already has his degree, so he's doing master level or certification type of what do you call it? Education.
What do you
Education. Okay, big guy. I call him big guy too. And we're walking and talking because I really wanted him to tell you what he did, what he studied, and so on, what he's done. And I have just a few questions for him for Tuesday, the Tuesday of daily workout. So big guy, I'm super happy that got to get to see him. We're walking fast also because there is a curfew and we're walking to where he lives. All right, big guy. So the first question is, could you tell us a little bit about your education? What is your formation? And so on. What is that you study? What degree and certifications you have?
Yeah. So I got my bachelor's degree in sports science and kinesiology.
Okay.
Essentially, it's just how to train the body better for performance.
Okay.
So I mean, it includes the whole host of things. When we talk about performance, it's recovery, the actual training for a certain task, the performance itself, psychological aspect, the nutrition behind it, recovery, anything that would be under that umbrella.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I got a certification called CSCS, specifically for strength and conditioning for athletes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And also in nutrition, right?
And nutrition as well. Yeah.
Nutrition.
Yeah.
And the guy in your
Hello.
In your experience, he has worked in some places as a personal trainer. He still works as a personal trainer. Also, he has his clientele still that he does online. Your experience, what is when people come to you normally, what do they want to accomplish?
Well, it's kind of been a host of things. Because I had a little bit more of an educational background than a lot of personal trainers. If you're gonna say a strength and conditioning coach, a lot of times you're gonna need at least a degree for that, and personal trainer, you might not need a degree for it. Not to say there's some very good personal trainers as well. But just because of that, I got a lot of clientele that maybe needed a little bit more specific work because they had injuries, rather than the kind of classic, I want to lose a little bit of weight here or there, even though I did have some clients like that as well. So as far as helping those clients, I mean, it's the same principles of doing work and doing it consistently. And then from that's as far as whatever the exercises are that need be for whatever ailments that we're trying to help out. But it's the same for if you're trying to lose weight or gain weight or what have you. It's to do those exercises and things you need to do and do them consistently. I've met a lot of people that want to jump in and fix whatever it is they think they need to fix immediately.
Yeah.
So they want to start doing something 5-6 times a week. And my whole thing is, I want to see you be able to do the same things, do them well, consistently, get those exercises in 3 times a week for at least 3 months before we move on. If you've never been on a consistent program before, get those in, those three days a week in for 3 months first. That consistency is the base of everything.
Awesome. Thank you. And okay, so basically that's people normally comes to you for a few things, but they know that you work
right
in the strengthening and all that.
Yeah.
And what would be also your advice? What would be your best advice to people in 2 things? One, in working out. I think that worked in what you just did, what you just said, that get something, get to condition something very well, and then move on to the next one, and then eating part or nutrition. That's what I wanted to ask you.
Right.
What would you advise people? What would be your best advice if you have to give an advice, a recommendation to people?
So it's kind of along the same lines. To jump in, a lot of times, especially for trying to lose weight, which I've had a lot of clients that want to lose some weight as well, or just have a little bit better body composition is a better word for it. A lot of times when you're excited about something and you want to change something, you want to change drastically and immediately. Whereas that's okay that you can do that, but long-term habits, it doesn't create a good lifestyle.
Yeah.
Right? If you just try to cut half of your diet or half of your calories in a day, and you do that for 2 months, yes, you're going to lose weight, but then after that, because your body's not used to doing that, you're going to burn out and you're just going to gain that weight back.
Yeah.
Which is that fluctuation in weight and change can be really taxing on your body. Yeah. So the same thing as with the exercises, do something small and manageable.
Yeah.
Make small and manageable changes first and be able to hold that for a while. And then you could progress onto some bigger changes. So even if you're used to, maybe you go to Starbucks and you get a coffee with a ton of sugar in it, or topped with whipped cream or whatever, just don't have it with the whipped cream.
Yeah.
And that might take off 50, 70, maybe 100 calories a day. Yeah. And then do that consistently with those little tiny steps, and then you could get onto the bigger steps.
Okay, great. So, well, Miguel, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your advice. It's also quick. Today is normally when I put the daily workout, I want to put this as a start, and then what you're gonna see now is just basically me working in a nice region by where he is, which is in close to, in the region of Alicante, in San Juan Playa. Many of you have seen it. Okay, hope everybody's well. Ciao. También uno hace ejercicio y uno también come.